Hello everyone, Red Model Reviews here. We have ourselves a pretty good unboxing, I'll say. There's at least one thing here that I know you guys can be super excited to see. But regardless, I wanted to first start off by saying this little bag here actually came from the USA Gundam store, whereas everything else here is P Bandai, the good stuff. So I decided to include this because these are, as it says, finger protectors. This is to stop me from cutting myself when I'm using my hobby knife. So I wanted to include this immediately so I can go ahead and use these things. As before I actually did this unboxing, I actually built my high grade Nobel Gundam. I've been sitting on that thing for probably at least a year now. I decided to get that thing out of there because I recently got the Berserker mode and I wanted to uh, do at least one of them. I don't want to have two of basically the same kit just sitting there because I'm never going to want to build one or the other. But before I start rambling again, I used my modeling knife and I like had a few inches where I'm like, man, I could cut myself here. It'd be nice if I had those finger protectors that I didn't want to use until I'm boxed. So there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that aside. That's just pink finger protectors. I don't need to bring it back out later. But let's go ahead and get into this here box because there's at least one master grade in here, so this might take a while. So I want to kind of speed this up. I should probably grab all that out the way. But first of all, we have here a premium Bandai edition Action Base 5. So basically this is a special Action Base I got for buying from them around Christmas. So it has like a nice gold plated color to it. I'm actually kind of disappointed this is black. I wanted the whole thing to be gold, but it's fine. Free Action Base is a free Action Base. I actually messed up. I could have gotten two of those things, but I didn't order fast enough, and it's like I guess it caught on to the fact that I did multiple orders, so like halted my payment before I went through because I went to go check something. I don't know what, but when I tried to order that second package, I noticed that it got rid of the promotion for the additional Action Base, so that was a little annoying. It's fine. I want to Action Base that bad, I could just go buy another one. But first kit here is going to be the Zaku Warrior live concert version. So this is basically the Zaku Warrior that quote unquote Lacus here performed on. I also want to mention usually P Bandai packages don't have these little ribbons around the box, so it's very strange that this one does. So let me go ahead and put this down to the side. Grab this, put this on the floor, so we can go ahead and look at this thing. So if you guys have been keeping up with my unboxings, you're probably going to be like, wow, another Zaku Warrior? Yeah, I know. I can't help myself. I really do enjoy Zaku Warriors. Honestly, this thing wasn't bad to build. So I can't say when I'll end up building this thing, to be completely honest. I probably built this thing sooner than the Archers, just because of the fact this is the Grunt style Zaku Warrior, whereas the other ones were the Ace version. So I do want to build a Grunt version just for the sake of it really being something different. So this also came out surprisingly only in 2021. You thought they would have done this a long time ago, but oh geez, I just realized this thing's probably going to need some water slide decals to attach all that stuff. So geez, who knows? Maybe when I finally get around to this thing, it might be the thing that's get me to stop being so scared about putting on water slide decals. Yep, definitely water slides. I can tell just by this. Oh, I didn't realize this thing actually has this translated into English. Yeah, mirror. It's technically who that is, but I still call her Lacus anyway, just because that's who she's impersonating, right? So she wants to be Lacus, let's call her Lacus. So very cool. I could also mention that although the Zaku Warrior is kind of an old kit at this point, it's still pretty that's still a pretty nice kit nonetheless. So when I get around to reviewing this thing, I'll already spoil it now. I'd recommend it. So before I even review the thing, I'll say right here in this unboxing, I do recommend the Zaku Warrior. I'd probably say you might want to get something like Luna's version, which I want to mention is still very popular. That thing sells out almost every time it reprints. But moving along, we got some blacks here, pinks, some burgundies, some of that color I cannot describe, it's like a bluish purplish color. More pinks. There's those water slide decals, of course, for the Zaku Warrior here. So, of course, unless you just want a pink Zaku Warrior, you're going to have to get those water slide decals on. I believe, what is this, the blue eye for the Zaku Warrior? Yep, it does have a blue eye. Okay. I'm not sure what these yellow stickers are for. Oh, this is for the shoulder Oh, that's cool. At least some of it looks like you have stickers for it. This image here clearly was painted, though. That doesn't like a sticker to me. So yeah, it's really just a... You still be able to get the star on the shoulder, it's just you won't have the Lacus Klein. Oh, geez, that's just A live. I get a feeling that's supposed to say live, but good old English, they put alive. Like, at what point in time they think Lacus was dead? Interesting. But yeah, more black. That's going to be for the frame. More of those, oh, this is like light pink and burgundy, and actual pink. So that's going to be all for the shields, and these are for the boosters. So one interesting thing I always found about the Zaku Warrior, it's basically, whatchamacallit, the Zaf version of a mass-produced Strike Gundam, because it uses the wizard packs, just like how the Earth Alliance, you know, when they start mass-producing the Strike Gundam, they were originally supposed to use the backpacks, but they decided not to because they're too expensive. But then with the Dagger L's, they let them use all the striker packs. So, you know, Zap starts doing striker packs. Earth Alliance starts doing striker packs. Very interesting. I'm going to assume... Okay. They literally have a little insert here just to tell you where to put the stickers on here. That's so silly. Yeah, because it's got different stickers. I'm like, this is basically the same thing as what you see here. The original Zaku Warrior Ludamari's Gunner Zaku Warrior, which is the first Zaku Warrior to ever meet in Massacre form. Also very interesting, they used the current box. Oh, this thing came out in 2019. I think this thing came out a lot later than that. But, oh, that's actually funny. They have, what's his face? Ray's Zaku Warrior in the background. I forget when Team Bandai happened, but I'm going to assume it happened around this time, so that's too spoilerly. Oh, that's actually really cool. I think they might have actually went back and updated this manual or something, unless this is one of the first ones that had English translations in it. I know it was around 2019 or 2020 they started doing this, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I feel like they might have updated this manual. I don't know. I'd have to go back. I remember looking up online to see which ones started doing the, whatchamacallit, the English translations with things that are almost fully translated, but I freaking forgot. I swore it was the Barbatos, but I don't remember. But yeah, this is basically same stuff I expected from building Ray's Zaku Warrior first. Only thing that, as I said before, is going to change is the shoulder construction here. Now this one is showing you how to make the grunt shoulders, whereas the other one is basically it just repeated this step on both sides. And then you put two shields on instead of the shoulder, the spike shoulder there. So again, this wasn't a very complicated kit to build at all. I actually enjoyed building it. Really enjoy this here. This is something Bandai, if you're listening, you're not, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you ever do another Zaku kit brand new, use this. This is the winning formula for all the cables around these things. This thing was a breeze to build. All you had to do was just, as the picture shows, just cut it straight out. I don't think I really need to even clean anything up. You just really cut it off the runner, make sure there's no excess there, and you're good to go. Do all that with a nipper. That's the way you want to do it. It makes building Zaku's a lot less frustrating because people literally have PTSD when they see the 2.0 version of the Zaku's cables when you gotta build it. So I'm trying to pause this as good as possible so you guys can see all of the stuff here, just explaining who the pilot is, Lunamari, of course, you know, what the Zaku Warrior was for, all the specs and all that good stuff. So if you wanted to geek out about how awesome the Zaku Warrior is, there you go. So one cool thing I want to say about this drum, it doesn't show it here, but I'll tell you from, you know, experience with it, this drum can actually pivot side to side. The reason for that is so you can store it on the back of the skirt armor, as you can see here, but I still think it's pretty cool they did that, as I'm sure it probably would have fit on the back just fine without it pivoting, but again, very cool. So here's the Gunner Wizard, and the cool thing about all of these things is you can interchange them between different Zakus. So, for example, eventually when I do get a Gunner Zaku Warrior, I will be able to use that on my Diarca Zaku Warrior, so I could show him using the Gunner Wizard, which he did do his first fight. Actually, no, I think it's his second fight. Yeah, right? Because didn't he use the Gunner Wizard when they tried to nuke the plants? I don't remember what he used when he was trying to stop the whatchamacallit, the Patrick Zala loyalists from freaking oh, this is such a cool shot, by the way. Dropping the geesh. What is it, Junior 7 on turf? But yeah. Box does look a little wide, but coming from experience of building this thing, it's not intimidating at all. Even when I was building that Blaze Wizard, that thing was just big. It wasn't really, it was just big parts, I'm sorry. It wasn't like multiple parts. Something that's like smaller with multiple parts is way more tedious to build than something big with big parts. But moving along. Oh jeez, I think this only had 2 things in here. Okay, this is actually gonna be shorter than I expected. I might throw in one other kit then. So I have a whole bunch of stuff I could throw in. Let's see how fast I can get through this. So I do like to keep my stuff around 15 minutes actually. So I might actually just make this a shorter one. So a lot of my stuff actually has been going on to 30 minutes. But anywho. So yeah, geesh, this is what I know you guys are probably excited for. I'm so busy yapping, I'm not even hyping this thing up. Brand new, just released, Barbarous Lupus here, Barbatos Lupus, geesh. So this thing's box art looks so similar to the other one. I almost like was wondering if I got the right kit here, but I guess because they decided to use them both on ground poses, they used a similar art style, which makes sense, you know, they're from the same series, and naturally you want to use a similar art style. Oh, this is cool. I've never seen this before. This camera focus. So approved Sotsu certification of license grant. Interesting. I'm gonna assume that Bandai needed Sotsu's permission to make this into a kit. Never seen anything like that before. But okay, it says 2025, but this thing came out pretty darn recently. Okay, this was February as of this coming out, but very awesome. And I really hope that they make Rex, as the Lupus is cool too, but I really like the Rex. The Rex is so awesome. I get a feeling they might make it a P Bandai, because I'm not mistaken, the Lupus and the Rex weren't very different. It's just the Rex had the tail, and then I believe it used the original club or whatever. Someone can quote me, correct me if I'm wrong here about how different the Rex is from the Lupus. But hey, I'm not gonna complain if they make it a normal release either of the Rex. It needs to happen. I know one thing that's been up for debate is whatchamacallit, the Kshatriya. We all know that that is now getting the Master Grade SD soon, but there is the China, I think it was a Chinese, just straight up Master Grade Kshatriya, and everyone is saying how awesome it is. And it's kind of like, is that perhaps going to kill the chance of us getting, let's say, a Master Grade Phasalis 2.0 or any other kit that they made a bootleg version of? Like, they made a bootleg version of the Lupus Rex. I think it's called Wolf Technology, and it's like, man, is that going to kill them wanting to do a Lupus Rex because they kind of did better? I hope not, because Bandai could just buy that company or sue them and stop them from making it, and then they could do it. But again, me glazing over. This thing here is, I'm pretty sure it shares some stuff from the original Barbatos, but upgraded the frame, for example, which is what it was saying on the other side. So this, I'd have to look around the side, actually read it myself. I'd read it after this thing and tell you when I eventually review this thing, which is definitely going to be sooner rather than later. Whenever I start doing reviews, which, for those who wonder, I'm not stalling. I can literally do a review right now if I want to. It's just I want to get my unboxings out the way, because it kind of hinders what I can build to. Like, I, for example, wanted to build this thing immediately after I got my Nobel built, but I'm like, well, let me review it first. I kind of hate to build something I didn't even unbox yet, which I've done, not thinking, with this guy here. Actually, I'm pretty sure I didn't unbox that, so oops. But anywho, so we have here, these appear to just be sticker style decals. Yeah, these are sticker style decals. Also, this is a P Bandai exclusive. This is not Bandai just sometimes puts stuff that are very popular on P Bandai, so I decided to order it from P Bandai because I trust P Bandai when it comes to pre-order stuff way more than the Gundam store. I said it once, I'm going to say it again. I pre-ordered the Narrative Gundam Verka literally at this point 2 years ago, and I still haven't gotten it. So yeah, after that, I decided never to pre-order anything from them again. Back order stuff, sure, but not pre-order. Um, Very cool. They have some silver pieces for the pistons. The original did not do that. I had to use a silver Gundam marker, doll it up a little bit because I really wanted that stuff to pop. Because the frame is a very important aspect of Barbatos. I really wanted to pay a homage to that. Even though, let's be honest, I'm not gonna have a Barbatos just to show off the frame. Which is another thing. I'm not sure how the Vidar looks like. I honestly meant to order that thing, but I held off on it because I have enough kits. I wasn't that excited for it for me to build, get it and build it and all that. But who knows? Maybe if there's a good enough sale, I might say F it and get it. But like I feel like with all these Gundam frames and whatnot, they've got to be able to reuse something to make more master grade Barbatos stuff. Or Barbatos, geez, Iron Blood Orphan stuff, I should say. So, again, got some whites here, yellows, blacks, reds, blah, blah, blah. Nothing here too fancy besides those silver pieces I pointed out, to be honest. That's why I'm yapping instead of going over the colors. So here's something a little different here. So we have some gold pieces here. It's not real gold, but it's like that gold paint or whatever you want to call it. Still cool they did it. They could have just did yellow or something. Okay, and we have something called Builder's Note. I don't know what this is about, but it looks pretty cool. I'm guessing some sort of app it looks like. I'm guessing this is something you can do to kind of help you learn some tips from other builders. So that's actually pretty cool. That they have stuff here they can show you. Oh, that's actually cool. You could use this like it shows here. You could post a picture of your Gundam here in the action base, then you can use the app to like have what what's showing here looks like him attacking his or rather defending Jabra. So that's actually pretty cool. And then it looks like you could use this to make your own like custom box art for a high grade. Like I'm pretty sure that's not how the high grade G-Quux's box looks like, but you could use this to make your own. That's actually really cool. I'll definitely check this out. I can actually use that for my reviews. That seems like a pretty cool way to make some cool like video art or whatever, you know, for my videos. I could go put a cool pose for my kit, use that, and then I use that as the picture from that app. I could use that as the title or whatever. So I'll admit I did definitely want to upgrade my video artwork and stuff a long time ago, especially when I had this one guy, I believe his name is Recreations. He does like the whatchamacallit, the I forget what it's called, but it's like the stuff where the stop motion. I said he does stop motion stuff for Dragon Ball Z figures. So I'm gonna find out his name and post in the comments, shout him out, because he's a pretty cool dude. But he really got the idea in my head, you know, maybe I should do something like that for my videos, you know, spice them up instead of me just looking up pictures of the box art like that and posting it, because again, it's kind of lazy if I'm honest with myself. And I think that'll really jazz up my videos, get more eyes on it. But anywho, that's interesting. It's like in French or something, but in Spanish too. Looks like, what in the world? Oh wow, they looks like they do a lot of these things in different languages now. Wow, okay, they're really spicing up the translations. I don't even see anything in Japanese. What in the world? Do they have their own custom Japanese stuff now and then English stuff? Is that how much we elevated? Jeez, they do something different with these Gunpla every year. So yep, this definitely reuses stuff from the normal Barbatos. You got as soon as I seen those X's everywhere. So okay, so this thing does indeed use stuff from the original Barbatos, and then it does some new parts. Obviously, because you know they upgrade the Barbatos yet again, and well, they want to upgrade the frame itself so it could be even better than the Barbatos was. And I'm pretty sure the Barbatos is already cool. I have the original one. I meant to build that thing forever ago. I literally have it like, because I have my desk here. I have like usually these two kits that's like in the queue sitting there. The Barbatos and then the mobile armor high grade from the Barbatos series. Do I keep calling it Barber Tools? Iron Blood Orphan series. I have those literally in the queue waiting, and then I end up putting a few things ahead of them, like the Zaka Warrior, because I know I had more comments. I wanted to build one of them immediately. I was hoping to have built and reviewed it and whatnot before my storm of packages came, but that didn't happen as planned. So now I'm gonna end up building a Lupus before the normal Barbatos, which sucks, because then I'm gonna build the Barbatos and review it. I'm like, oh yeah, this was way better than Lupus, and so that's gonna be me comparing modern to 5 years ago. So that's gonna suck. So let me see if I get this to clear up a little more. But this is just again explaining what's going on with the Lupus, what was so cool about it. Speakers, looks like it's using the effects from the add-on that's coming soon that I may or may not have pre-ordered, where it shows that during the fight with the mobile armor here. We of course have some stuff about the frame and whatnot. And the frames in these things are so gorgeous. It's like it's almost a waste to cover it up with just the packaging and whatnot. And then we of course have Mikazuki. Geesh, I know his name, I swear. Showing that his arm, he lost movement in his arm as a result of pushed himself too hard at the season 1 finale. Which, to be granted, it was worth it. He took that guy out with no effort. It was actually kind of funny. But yeah, with me not building the Barbatos, I wouldn't be able to look at this thing and tell you what's different about it. I could definitely say by look at the building process, this is again another upgrade for the building process. This looks super duper clear, organized, and it's just like, I don't know how Bandai does it. It's like every time you think they made stuff super clear and easy to build, they like top it off. Like a lot of this stuff is just so super straightforward that it's like I feel like if I were to just now start building model kits, like this is my first kit ever, I'd be able to build this thing and get it right with like minimum to no mistakes. Like that's how cleanly laid out a lot of this stuff is. And I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. It's like literally the only thing they can do at this point to improve their modeling here is just to start making the entire thing in color. Which I know some of them, they usually have a few pages in color and the rest in black and white. This thing, I don't think it does any besides the mobile suit track stuff and the back here. But one of these days, I'm telling you, eventually they're going to say, screw it, ink's not that expensive, and just like have everything, whatchamacallit, in color from start to finish. And that is going to be it here for this review. A little longer than I wanted to go, but at the same time, it's a bit shorter than I was expecting because I thought there was actually 3 kits in here. There's only 2, but that's going to be it here. So like I said, literally as soon as this review is done, I'm going to lay this thing out on my desk and we're going to start the process of building this thing. And who knows, maybe by the time I clear out my 2 or 3, yeah, it's probably going to be about at least 3 unboxing videos I have planned. We'll finally get a review going, and I hope that this guy would be built in time so I could get him reviewed. And I'm not sure when the add-on pack for this thing is coming. That I definitely didn't order. It's not coming, I swear. That's not why I want to build this thing so fast. Yeah. Never know what I'll review after this thing, whenever that add-on pack comes. But thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Rare Modern Reviews. I actually had a day off of work because it's a literal blizzard out there. I don't think you guys can see, but I mean, trust there's a bunch of snow out there. So I used that as an opportunity to knock that Nobel out and get a unboxing going for you guys. So again, thank you all so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. And I'll see you in the next unboxing and hopefully soon review.